Quite oftentimes when I'm training people, they will really struggle to feel their glutes during certain exercises and certain drills. Now, the more I've trained people over the years, this has seemed to be a really common issue, and some of the things a lot of these people have done have been do extra glute work or go heavier or do tons and tons of volume of different varying types of exercises just to get their glutes working. Now, just to put this in a bit of context, your glutes are always working, because if they weren't, you'd have a really tough time walking. So know that they are working, but just because you're not feeling them, they're two very different things. Now, what I wanted to do today was just kind of start getting into a little bit more as to why you're not feeling them. Now, one of the reasons I've seen given as to why people struggle to feel their glutes or connect with them, whatever term you want to use here, is the lack of mind-muscle connection. Now, that's not a very helpful term, because it's nothing to do with your brain, it's nothing to do with your mind, it's nothing to do with the connection between them. Like I said, they are already working, so there is a neural message from your brain down your spine into the nerves, into the muscles. That is all being sent. There's no blockage there. So it's not a mind-muscle connection issue. It's a positional issue of the skeleton. So there's two main reasons in terms of positions as to why you can't feel your glutes. Right? The first one is when someone is in a lot of external rotation at the pelvis. So you can see obviously this is very exaggerated, but when the innominate bones here on the sides get flared out. So what's going on here is that the glute muscles here, the rotators, particularly on the side, and the glute max, they get very shortened up because of the position of the pelvis. Now, if you're trying to contract a muscle that's already contracted, you're going to have a really hard time feeling that. So for example, if I flex my bicep here, and now I'm trying to move it more and flex it even more, I can't. So that's a major reason here. So when someone's in this external rotation position of the pelvis, they're going to really struggle. Another issue that I see is that when someone's in an anterior orientation of the pelvis, so the pelvis as a whole is tipped forward as opposed to this, again, the same issue. So even if you're standing up right now, arch your back and try and squeeze your glutes. It's very difficult to do. So when someone's in this consistent anterior pelvic position, they're going to really struggle to find their glutes as well. Again, nothing to do with a mind-muscle connection. It's the position of the pelvis that's not helping you to connect with these muscles. So the next couple of drills that I'm going to show you here are absolutely brilliant to help find your glutes, but what we're really doing is repositioning the pelvis in different ways so that you can now feel and connect the glutes and bring you back into a position, giving you a much better range of movement so that you feel these muscles going forward. 90-90 glute bridge. So lying flat on the floor with your feet against the wall and your knees above your hips. Pop a roller or a tea towel between the knees just to create that little bit of internal rotation. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Now as you breathe out through your mouth, think about pulling your heels down towards the floor, and you tuck your pelvis under and roll up. You want to stop just before the bottom two ribs lift off the floor, and then roll back down. Making sure you time this with the breath is absolutely key, so that as you fully exhale, you'll be able to generate much more rotation within the pelvis and connect with the glutes a whole lot better. The prone propulsion drill. So starting on all fours, I want you to extend one leg out so it's in contact with the wall. Keeping that leg nice and soft, I want you to tuck the pelvis under and then really think about pushing the hip down towards the floor of the leg that's extended. Big inhale through the nose, and as you exhale through the mouth, keep trying to tuck that pelvis under as you push into the wall with that leg. Off stance glute bridge. So with one leg against the wall in a 90-90 position, the other leg extended out with the heel on the floor. Think about pulling the left heel down towards the floor and the right heel back towards the glutes as you breathe out. You'll feel a huge connection to the glutes and the hamstrings. I really hope that cleared up a lot of the reasons as to why you don't feel your glutes. Do understand that they are always working. Like I said, if they weren't, you're not walking. Just because you don't feel them, they are always working. But it is much better to be able to get into the right positions to feel them more so that they perform a hell of a lot better. Talk to you soon. Take care.